All right, let's try this method. So if you can hear me, pop into the comments and let me know you can hear me. And maybe there's not any echo. I was trying to do it the other way because it allows me to kind of save the videos, and it allows me to do different stuff with the videos too. And the comments come up way better. So if you can hear me, let me know. And I'll have to figure out how to use the other method. Me and technology, we're not buds yet. All right, today we're going to jump on and talk about all about emotional eating. And some of you even said, is it even possible? And when you participated in the comments, we got to really see, like, it's pretty common, right? Like, you're not alone in feeling that emotional eating is coming up for you. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Carrie. Just trying to get set up here. Lisa's watching. Just let me know you can hear me just fine. Let me know. The comments are coming up, so that's great. So we're here for the first part of our training on emotional eating. Tomorrow we'll be back here at noon. Pop into the comments and let me know you're on. I know I can see Sonia, I can see Carrie, I can see Lisa, but I see 8 other people are joining us. Hello, I can hear you. Good. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, good. Okay. Good. We'll figure this all out, won't we? Together. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to dive right in, guys. We're going to dive right into part 1 of our part 2. So we're back here tomorrow. And hello, Anne. So I'm really excited that you're here with me today, because when I posted about it, about this training last week, I got a lot of hands up saying, yes, tell me more about this emotional eating thing, because you're realizing, like, hey, it's not just about a diet or a meal plan, there's more to this. And when I asked you to fill in the blanks, when I asked you, when I feel X, I do X, or when I experience X, I do X. So here's some of the things that you had to say. You said, when I feel stressed or bored, I eat sweets. When I'm stressed, I have a glass of wine. When I'm stressed, I snack like crazy. When I feel frustrated or out of control, I reach for what's closest to me. When I'm PMSing, my cravings go through the roof. When things don't go according to my plans, I eat carbs and sweets. When I feel frustrated, I look for chocolate and pastries. And when I'm bored, I need to keep my hands busy, so I eat. So for most of you, we've had experienced dieting for a long time and trying to lose weight. But many of you, what you've tried in the past, you've never kind of looked at the emotional side of things, the emotional ties, how it ties into your thoughts and how you relate to food and exercise in your body. So hit the comments, and if this is you, nope, right? Nope in the comments. If I've never really explored that, I understand that it's there, but I've never really looked at it. Hit the comments and hit nope if that's you. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Alyssa. Oh, Melissa's back for another one. Good job. Good. Hit the comments and say nope if that's you. If you've never really explored your emotional eating and how it relates to everything. You know that it's there, but you've never really kind of worked on it, deconstructing it. Sonia says nope. Good. Good. People are just jumping on here. Actually, if I just move you over here, you can enjoy me from this side here. Good. Kathleen says nope. Kristen says nope. Lena says nope. It's often the missing pieces from a lot of programs that we do. We just think it's about meal plan or getting to exercise. But if this is constantly happening to you, then we're constantly going to default because we're not dealing with it. So let me start you with a story. This one's about my mother. I'm Portuguese. I grew up with all of like the aunts. We would all get together. And often I didn't have a lot of cousins around my age, so they would just pop me in front of the TV, but I would listen to their conversations. And weight always came up. It always came up. They would just talk about how they felt really heavy in their bodies. Their clothes weren't fitting them right. And what stood out for me was when they talked about how they didn't feel like their body was theirs. It sometimes was said like, I used to be so thin and didn't worry about what I ate. My job always gave me enough activity, but now I can't stand walking by the mirror. Who is this and where did she go? And what I got from this and my aunts and my mother is they didn't believe that they could change things. They instead had to figure out how to be with it, right? Even though it made them feel miserable. So head to the comments and write lie, because you believe you can like who you see in the mirror and you can achieve your goals. So hit the comments and say lie if you believe that. Hit the comments. Tell me if you believe that you can get to a place where you like who you see, have a little bit more self-acceptance, maybe even self-love, and that change is possible. If you believe that, I need you to hit the comments and say lie. Lie. What my aunts and my mother grew up saying around the table was a lie. Hit the comments and say lie. Lie. Jennifer says lie. Yes. Preach it, Jennifer. Go. Oh, look at all those lies coming in. Carrie, lie. Kathleen, lie. Lena, lie. Yes, it absolutely is. I didn't have a weight problem growing up. I was really active. But what I had was a body confidence problem. I hid behind turtlenecks, baggy sweatshirts. I wouldn't wear like tight things. I remember my mom once bought me like a red V-neck shirt and it just had a little V-neck. And I remember throwing a temper tantrum at that. I didn't feel like I belonged in a lot of my groups and was always worried about how I looked. And it got worse as I got into like end of high school and into college. And my issue was my attachment to food, actually. Always thinking about it, not being able to stop, feeling shitty physically. I had tons of migraines growing up. Constipation, actually my name in school was Little Shit, because I constantly had to go to the bathroom, you name it. In our family, you didn't actually worry about weight until you had a weight problem, and then it was really up to kind of you to figure it out. But as I reflected on all those conversations, I think about how those messages were kind of embedded in me and how I spent my later teen years, my 20s, early part of my 30s, just really trying to focus on how to get control and on this deprivation thing. And I wanted control and had it in so many other areas of my life, but in this one area I just couldn't get traction to regain that control. So even when I had a big body transformation, I would finish them being all strict and feeling like I had control, to then this full-blown all-out eating. I couldn't stop thinking about it, overeating, one extreme to another. So I had to pause after that and ask, what the hell am I doing and how the hell am I going to stop, right? So hit the comments and say lie again, because weight loss isn't just about being smaller like they want you to believe. It's about feeling better, moving better, performing better, feeling badass confidence. And lie because it isn't your destiny. You can feel better, you can change things, and you don't need strict plans to do that. So write lie if you believe that. I'm going to see the lies coming in. Preach it, guys. Lie, lie, yes, good. Keep them coming, Sonia. Lie, yes, yeah, because we don't want to be in a smaller body with a crappy mind thinking about all the things we used to do when we didn't have a smaller body. We want to change all that. Jillian, lie. Jennifer, lie. Yes. We're going to debunk all these lies today. Barb, lie. Yeah. There's no capital lies yet coming in, though. Good. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to give back, and if you're feeling all this right now, and as we go through it, I really want this for you, right? So I mean, we're in this community, so I want to give you some of my time to you. So if you said lie and are liking what I'm saying so far, I'm going to send you a private PM to see where you're at and what you're thinking, because I know people can change. So I'm going to I'm going to pop into your private messages to make sure you're all well cared for. So watch for my messages. I don't want you to believe this lie anymore. Nope. And be sure to come back tomorrow, because we need to talk about the truth, and we are really going to dive in tomorrow and get inspired, and I will hope to see you back here. So I'll pop into your PMs if you've been commenting along and you like what you're hearing and you want to know more about it. We're not leaving right now. We got lots to cover. All right. So I've been doing this kind of work along with my own personal work for well over 10 years, and I see 2 reasons people struggle with weight. I don't know if you're going to want a piece of paper and a pen, because we're going to go through a couple of things where it might be beneficial to have that. And of course, I always drop some knowledge bombs in these, so it's good to have a record of notes, basically, of everything. Okay, so there's two things that I usually see in all my work. Is one, women will eat too much food in general, including foods that increase their inflammation. And the second thing that they're eating when it has nothing to do with being physically hungry. Those two things. So just like when a lot of you commented on the post last week, emotional eating looks different to everyone. It can mean feeling stressed at work and grabbing a donut from the staff room, which has nothing to do with physical hunger. Not to say that's the only reason why we eat. A mom feeling overwhelmed, and when the kids go to bed, they dig into the snack cupboard. It could be someone who dislikes their job and makes a pit stop at Tim Hortons on the ride home, and they can't stop munching until dinner. A woman who feels lonely and bored in the evenings, so watching TV, she leans into food to relieve herself of some feelings. So basically, the gist is you eat to make feelings less intense or go away, and you reward your effort and your hardship with food. Food rewards are a big one. So before we dig into this part 1 of 2 on how to stop emotional eating, let's first determine if you are an emotional eater and how much of an obstacle it is for you. So I'm going to start by asking you a couple of questions, and I want you just to tally how many times you said yes. And at the end, I want you to head to the comments and tell me what your number was. You don't have to tell me the specifics unless you want, but just tell me how many times you answered yes. And there's 7 questions I'm going to ask you right now. You ready? So, do you eat when you're feeling stressed? Do you eat when you're not hungry or when you're full? Do you eat to feel better, to calm and soothe yourself when you're sad, mad, bored, anxious, or seeking comfort? Do you reward yourself with food? I had a good week of eating and workouts, therefore I'll reward myself with eating whatever that is. And it doesn't have to be unhealthy, it could be something healthy, but you're just overeating too. Do you regularly eat until you're completely stuffed? Does food make you feel safe? Do you feel like food is like your friend or brings you comfort? And do you feel powerless or out of control around food? So I want you to hit the comments. There were 7 questions. Tell me what your number is. I gotta go back there. Tell me what your number is. We had some new people join us. Deanna, Jillian, Anne, Cindy. Hello, hello. Tell me, what was your number out of those 7 questions I asked you? Where did you rate with those? We're gonna do a couple of other ones. Good, we got a 3 on there. We got a 4. Again, it's going to look different from person to person for sure. Yep, 2, 4, 4, 5, 4. Yeah, good. We're not alone in this, right? We're all experiencing some degree of that, right? Yeah, Kristen's 3. All right. So, when I talk to existing and prospective clients about what they want for their health and body, I usually hear 2 things. 1, they want to find a balance between food and health that works for their life without obsessing over it. It doesn't feel restrictive, but it feels flexible, allows them to enjoy food, and is simple enough to implement and doesn't uproot their entire family. That's usually number 1. Number 2, they don't want to feel miserable doing it. They don't want to be miserable around food. They want to feel confident in their choices and enjoy life. And it's working to achieve their goals with their activity level or lack thereof, or at the current stage they're in. So those are usually the 2 things that we want in relation to health and body. So is this you? Is this what you want too? So hit the comments, yes. Did that resonate, or did I miss the boat? Did I miss the mark? There's something else that you want to achieve when it comes to your health and body. So tell me. Number 1 was you want to find balance with food and health and make it fit for your life and with your family. You want to stop obsessing. You don't want to be so restrictive. You want to enjoy food because you love food and you want it to make it simple. Number 2 was that you don't want to feel miserable about it. You want to feel confident in your choices, the know-how, but you want to make it work for where you are in life, in your midlife and for your activity level. So tell me, does that resonate? Hit yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good. I'm seeing lots of yeses coming in. I love this interaction, guys. Keep it coming. Yeah, Lena says yes. Jillian says yes. Kathleen says yes. Sonia says yes. Yeah. Yeah, good. Yes. Kristen says I want balance. Jennifer says yes. Yes, I fit into that too. Sarah says yes. Hands up. Yes. Good. Melissa says absolutely. Yeah. Good. So that generally resonates with most of you. And that's what I've been experiencing doing this for so long, right? It generally falls into those two areas. So next we're going to explore some obstacles. So you want to lose weight, you want to get strong, but we got this emotional stuff going on. It's kind of getting in the way. So again, you're going to hit the comments and tell me what your numbers. So you're going to tell me how many of these resonate with you. Again, you don't have to be specific in telling me which ones, but just hit your number, and there are 9 this time. Ready? So these are the common obstacles. I don't have the mental tools to overcome emotional eating. And sometimes that comes with, we feel it's too time consuming, so we want to brush it aside. We don't want to deal with it. So I don't have the mental tools to overcome with emotional eating. I self-sabotage and don't know why. I don't really believe I can lose weight. I lose my motivation to stick with new ways of eating. My greatest challenge is I love food and overeating, healthy or not. I don't know how to get started, but I can't seem to start. Or you do know how to start, you just can't seem to do it. I just don't care right now, but I know I should. I don't know how to say no to other people and yes to me. How do I make myself a priority again? I either feel not worthy, not good enough of changing things to have a better body, feel stronger and have more energy. And then the last one's why bother? I failed before, probably will again, mad I'm back at this spot. So out of the 9, what was your score? Head to the comments. Because we really got to unpack first before we start talking about it is like, what is emotional eating? Because we're all going to experience it different. And so if we're comparing it to someone who is scoring, you know, a 9 out of 9, then we feel like we don't have it, right? And it's not a block for us. And so we really got to understand, 1, what level are we at? But 2, everybody's got a different way of tolerating with it, right? It's going to either, even though you might be a 4, it's going to impact you a bit different. So I'm seeing some 4s, some 6s, good, some 4s, some 2s. So it's heightening your awareness around your emotional eating and making you really understand, you know, that this is kind of where we need to shift our focus to. 5, especially how to say no to others. Yep. 3, 6. Good. Yes, good. Okay. So here is the dangerous lie we've all been led to believe. We ready? You just need a meal plan. You need more willpower. You need more discipline. You need another diet. You just need control. Lie. Head to the comments and write lie, because we're going to unpack this, and we got to really understand. If you just went through those and your mind is a little bit blown and you're like, wow, I didn't consider it in that way, or I'm scoring a little bit higher, or it's feeling a little bit uncomfortable with my scores, then that's a lie. You don't need another meal plan. You don't need willpower. Chances are you have another parts of your life. You don't need discipline, and you don't need another diet, and you don't need control. Lie, lie, lie with 2 exclamation marks. Yeah, big fat lie. Yes. Oh, the capitals are coming in now. Yes, good. Yeah, guys. Yeah, for sure. So you can see now that chances are that hasn't worked for you in the past, right? What a big fat lie that is. And sure, we want more control, right? And those things give us the illusion we have more control until we completely fall out of control and we can't make it stop. So what happens when you can't follow the meal plan on a trip, a social event, an office potluck, you're sick of eating the foods, you don't know what to do when you go off the meal plan? That's what usually happens, right? You're good when you can stick to it, but when you're off the big win, you don't have any skills, you don't know how to navigate that space, right? And I don't know about you, but I got loads of discipline, right? Always have. So my emotional eating can't be about a lack of discipline. And willpower, I got loads of that too. You know what an example of that is online shopping. I was like, I can put things in my cart and not purchase them, right? And I can budget my finances. So it's not about another meal plan. It's not about willpower, and it's not about discipline. We got examples around us where that hasn't worked in the past, or where we have willpower in some other areas, or we have discipline. It's a lie, right? In fact, falling off the bandwagon is inevitable, right? If you are using willpower to suppress your true desires around food, difficult feelings, get this? Difficult feelings only speed up the inevitable rebound process. So if it's not about diets, meal plans, willpower, discipline, then what's it about? You ready? It's about habitual patterns of thinking that keep you from being able to lift your foot off the brake. Here's the thing. You want more control, right? You feel like you're out of control at times in your life. It probably feels ebb and flowy, right? Where you're more out of control at some times than others. And when you're emotional is the problem you need to overcome. It makes sense that the way to solve it is to get more control, right? You feel out of control. Your emotions are the problem. Let's get in control of them, right? Get control, Cindy. And this just adds up to the lie, making you look for workout plans, meal plans, the next diet, dialing in your willpower and your discipline. It all makes you grasp for control, giving you the illusion of certainty. And this time I've got it, and this time it's going to work. It's a trap. It's a trap, ladies. It's a trap. Because look at the thread when I asked you, when I feel X, I do X. Look at the comments that are coming in and where people are scoring, right? If you want to lose weight and get stronger, then these things just don't go away, right? Your emotions are always going to be there. They're always in the back. And I know that it's a lot of work to kind of unpack them, but it affects how you eat, why you're eating, and what you're eating. It affects your ability to start a workout program or stick to a workout. It's related to your boredom. It's related to your energy. We don't know how to roll with the punches, right? So we got to learn more about our emotions, our triggers, and how to work with our out of controlness. So what do you think about all that? Tell me, head to the comments, share. What do we think about all that? Is it making sense to you? Sugar is my issue. More sugar messes with my emotions as much as my physical. Absolutely, right? Sugar is inflammation, so we know it's going to have a hormonal impact, especially if you're perimenopausal or menopausal. It's going to have even more of an issue, right? When we're already kind of depleting our estrogen stores as well. We got to figure out, is it sugar the issue or is it the emotional stuff that's the trigger? Because we got to get to the trigger first. Yeah, very interesting. Totally makes sense. Sugar reduces my resiliency. Yeah. Water is key to weight loss. Water certainly is. It doesn't taste good to everyone, and so we got to think of ways to sprucing it up, I suppose. And it is key, but your emotions are also part of the regulatory system that leads to the choices that you make or the choices you don't make or your inability to follow through. Yeah. So head to the comments if you have questions. Head to the comments if you're going to be back here tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to unpack the now what? The truth, right? And watch closely because I'm going to pop into your inbox. So, do you have any questions before we head in tomorrow? Because that'll help me tailor tomorrow as well. But we are going to dig into the now what. We're going to uncover the truth. The truth. Where do we go from here, right? We saw our scores. We're feeling all sorts of things after, where we were on the score list or what have you. And so now what we want to do is figure out what do we do with all that, right? Because we've been relying on willpower and discipline and meal plans. And they're all part and parcel, but they aren't the big needle mover, right? Any questions, head to the comments before I log off. I'll see you back here at noon tomorrow, and watch for my messages in your inbox so I can check in on you. Yeah. Same time tomorrow, Kathleen, noon. Yep. So Wednesdays are a guaranteed that we'll be back here at noon every Wednesday, but sometimes we're doing two part ones. And so there'll be 2 days back to back. So this is a 2-part because we got to do the live first and get you to understand emotional eating. And then on the second part is we're going to figure out the now what part. Yeah. Sugar causes my out of controlness. I kick sugar and I'm back under control. Yep. So it's just understanding the connection to your emotions, your thoughts, and your triggers, because that's what's really in control, is that if you cycle through sugar detoxes or sugar cleanses all the time where you go clean and then you go back, then that's a pattern that you have, and that we're just dealing with the symptom. We're not dealing with the actual trigger there. This is awesome. Thanks so much. Sad I missed the live. Sharon, you can catch the replay for sure. All right. I'll see you back here at noon. Keep the comments coming. And if you're watching this on the replay, just state replay and play along with us so that we can all feel supported in our journey, especially when we're trying to work through some of our messy emotions. I'm Coach Cindy signing off. Thanks for hanging in with me. I had some technical issues in the beginning.